How to get your first consulting client in 30 days. That depends on a lot of things. But one, you don't need to quit your job and only then start looking. You can start looking for these people while you're currently on your job, which means that the first 30 days becomes less super strenuous. But okay, let's say you want to do it in 30 days regardless of whether you're working or not. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my warm network. Is there anyone who I can speak to directly who can introduce me to someone or knows someone who has a pain point that I can solve? That's the easiest way to do it because there's far less friction and trust is already established. Second, I'm also going to be focusing on finding niche recruiters in the network that I have. So do I have any recruiters who specialize in cybersecurity consulting? Things like that. I'm going to check if they work for reputable companies because you don't want to get burned by people who are just going to ghost you. And the reason that I'm going to do this is because recruiters are incentivized to help place you because it helps them make money. So it's kind of like a two-way working relationship. But again, you need to find the good ones and you need to focus on people who actually want to help you genuinely as opposed to just placing random people on roles. And then three, and this is one of the most important ones, is to focus on boutique consultancies. So these are smaller consultancies, generally with like 2 to up to maybe 100 people. And the reason you want to start with them is because they have faster moving projects, they have faster moving timelines, they're way more flexible than larger consultancies, and they're far more willing to bring on people who are skilled in tech but maybe not the best consultants yet, because they can then train them to be these people that they need them to be at a lower rate, and then they just scale you up that way. The point being is that if you get into a boutique consultancy, no one is really going to turn you away because it helps them augment their own team. For instance, I have a consultancy and people come to me all the time and I read their CVs. If they're great, I'll interview them and I'll say, look, I don't have anything going on right now, but if I do in the future, I'll call on you for a role. It's really that simple. I'm not going to turn away good people to do work for me because I'm going to lose the client. So your best angle is actually going to people where they need you. And that's recruiters because it's a two-way relationship, boutique consultancies because it's a two-way relationship. And even in some cases, your warm leads, it can also be a two-way relationship because that person might get a referral fee. So if you can understand all of these dynamics of consulting, you can see how it's a lot easier to have 3 different types of people all helping find leads for you so that you can increase your chances of finding someone within the first 30 days. But don't feel like you need to go out there and quit your job and just abandon all hope to throw yourself into this deep end. It can work. That's what I did. It was extremely stressful and I didn't know anything about what I just said to you 12 years ago. But the point being is that I still made it and I've got my first client within I think it was about 65 days. It took a bit longer, but again, that came off of knowing absolutely nothing that I know now, which is what I'm hopefully trying to distill to you in all of these videos. And the way that I did all of my leaps in life were using these 3 things, with the warm leads and the boutique consultancies being the things that have kept me billable the entire time that I've actually been out there in the wild. Recruiters have always been great to augment times when I didn't have any opportunities in other places, but realistically, I used them as a backup as opposed to the first 2 things that I went to. So focus your attention on what's going to get you the biggest return as fast as possible, and then branch out further and further to wherever you have to get the thing that you want.